Hello students, I welcome you all to my English class. Previously you have studied a fine story. What is the story? Yes, the story was Tips from the Wise Old Woman. Yes, we have studied the SGP-I. Today we will study SGP-II of this fine story. Yes, come let's remember what we have studied in previous class. Yes, you see here, this is the picture of the Konark temple. Who built this temple? Yes, the king of Odisha, Langula Narasimhadev was the founder, the builder of this temple. Who was in charge of this temple? Yes, his minister, Viii Samantarai was in charge of this temple. Yes, you see here, what is this? From this picture, what we can know? Yes, when the masons and carpenters dumped stone onto sea, the wild current of sea washed away all the stones. So, in a troubled state of mind, Viii Samantarai went to Kakadpur to offer prayer to goddess Mangala. Yes, while returning, it became dark. It was night. He felt terribly hungry. So, he found a small hut somewhere there and a flickering light was coming from that hut. Yes, in the hope of getting some food, he entered into the hut. You see, this is Viii Samantarai and he tied his horse there to a tree by the roadside and entered into the hut. Who is this old woman? Yes, today we will learn about who was this old woman and how Viii Samantarai got some food there. Yes, come, let's read SGP-II of this story and you will understand the legend about. Okay? So come, let's understand this is SGP-II. Yes. Paragraph 3. Viii saw a lone old woman. A lone woman, yes, you see here, a lone old woman bent with age. Bent with age means aged old woman preparing food. What she was doing? Yes, she was preparing food. He said, what he said? Mausi, I am terribly hungry. Mausi, I am terribly hungry. Can I get some food? Can you give me something to eat? Can I get some food? Yes, you see, old woman is here. The old woman welcomed Viii. The old woman welcomed Viii. Yes, you are most welcome. Come, I will give you some food, the old woman said, and gave him a tattered mat to sit, an old mat, torn mat to sit, and served him hot simple rice porridge. You see, this is rice porridge. She gave him a simple rice porridge. What is porridge? You can say it payas. Okay. In a plate. Steam coming out of it. You know steam? Yes. Steam coming out of it. Means it was very hot. Viii dived his hand. Viii dived his hand. Because why? He was very hungry. So, he dived his hand. Viii dived his hand straight into the middle of the plate. Viii just put his hand, dived his hand, middle of the plate. What happened? Yes, why? To have a handful of porridge. Yes, hot by heat. When he dived his hand, he got hot by heat. He sprang back his hand. Sprang back means withdrew. He withdrew his hand, sprang back. Suddenly he took out his hand from the porridge. He sprang back his hand and started blowing it. Started blowing it to lessen the heat, means to minimize the heat. He started blowing like this. Okay. Shocked by the way Viii started eating the porridge. Shocked by the way. By this way, Viii shocked. He got hurt. So, he could not know how to eat the porridge. The old woman said, "Son, you are trying to eat the hot porridge the way our Viii Samantraya is laying the foundation of Konark temple." Oh, son, you are eating just like our Viii Samantraya. The old man did not know this man was Viii Samantraya. So he said, "Son, you are eating like this, just our Viii Samantraya making foundation of Konark temple. You see, he is throwing stones just in the middle of the sea, just like you are eating porridge like this, the middle of the plate. You are putting your hand middle of the plate. It is too hot, you will get hot. So you do one work, but you start from the side of the plate. So you see here, eat slowly from the side, not straight from the middle of the plate. You don't touch the middle of the plate. You start from side, side, side. You start from side. You eat from side. Look how our wise minister is throwing stones in a hurry into the deep sea. You see how our minister throwing stones just into the middle of the sea. So he is not able to lay the foundation of the temple. So like him you are eating porridge. Yes, you do one work. Yes, not laying the foundation slowly from the sides. Yes, our minister is not laying the stones from the side, just throwing the stones in the middle of the sea. So he is unable to get the foundation done. So you do one work. You eat from the side. Okay. Next, the wise tips from the poor illiterate old woman were more than enough. These tips from the illiterate old woman. Illiterate, you know, one who does not know read or write, not signature, putting thumb impression like this, illiterate. So wise tips from the poor illiterate old woman were more than enough. It was sufficient for him. The minister, the wise minister, he hurried back. After taking the porridge from side, the minister hurried back to his house, hurried back home and laid the foundation as per the tips. How the old woman said, likely the minister followed her advice and started the foundation from the side, and the work was done just in 6 days. Yes, indeed, in 6 days the work was completed. Okay, which he could not do for the last 6 months. What he could not do for the 6 months, now he finished the foundation work, the work of the temple just in 6 days. How? He started from the side of the sea. Probably people say the goddess Mangala, who Viii went to pray that day, appeared to him in the guise of the poor old woman to give him the timely tips. Yes, actually Viii Samantraya was unable to lay the foundation of the Konark temple. So he went to offer his prayer. Where he went to? He went to goddess Mangala of Kakatpur. People say that day goddess Mangala came in the appearance, in the shape, in the form, in the feature of an old woman, a poor old woman, and gave Viii Samantraya some porridge and gave him the tips how to lay the foundation of the temple from the side, because their carpenters are throwing the stones just into the middle of the sea to make the foundation of the temple, which was quite impossible. Okay, people say goddess Mangala came. How far it's true, we cannot say, but this is a legend about the foundation of the Konark temple. Okay. Come, now answer some questions. Okay, comprehensive questions. What was the old woman doing? Yes, tell me. What was the old woman doing? Old woman was preparing food. Old woman was preparing some food. Yes, number 2. What did she give Viii to eat? What did she give? Yes, rice porridge. Okay, rice porridge. Next, how did Viii start to eat the porridge? How did Viii start? Viii started from the middle of the plate. From the middle of the plate. Viii started eating from the middle of the plate. Next, what did the old woman say? Yes. What did the old woman say? The old woman said, son, you don't start from the middle, you start from the side. Okay. The old woman asked him or told him to eat the porridge or to start eating from the side of the plate. Okay, next. Number 5. Did she know that the man was Viii Samandre? Did she know? No, she did not know. Okay, we can say no. She did not know that the man was Viii Samandre. Okay, next, number 6. What was her advice to Viii on eating the porridge? Yes, her advice was to start the porridge from the side. From the side of the plate. Next, number 7. How was her advice similar to that of laying the foundation of the Konak temple? Yes, people, carpenters, they were starting the foundation, they are throwing the stones into the middle of the sea. We can write just the carpenters into the middle of the sea. Okay, next, number 8. Did Viii follow the advice of the old woman? Yes, Viii followed. Viii took the advice. Yes, Viii followed. Viii followed the advice. Okay. Next, number 9. Did the advice work? Yes, the advice worked. Next, number 10. Who think the old woman was no other than the goddess Mangala? Who? Yes, people think. Who think? People. Next, number 11. Why did the goddess come in guise of an old woman? Why? To help the minister. To help the minister. As he prayed. Why? As he offered prayer, so she came. Goddess Mangala came in guise of an old woman. Okay. Next, number 12. Do you like the story? Yes, we like the story. Okay. Yes. Now we will do some essays. Narration from direct to indirect speech. What direct speech and what indirect speech? One who says his speech is direct speech. Somebody says his speech after some time, that is indirect speech. Okay, you see here example. See the example. Direct speech. Sibei said, "Give me some food." Yes. What we will say? We will say, Sibei asked to give him some food. This is the process. So come, this is the example we did now. Come, let's change this direct speech to indirect speech. Okay. 1. Old woman, take the porridge from sides. Yes, the old woman. How can write the answer? We can write the answer. The old woman said, you see here, take is there, we can write to take the porridge from sides. Next, you see here, number 2. Old woman said, do not take the porridge from the middle. Yes, how we can say? We can say the old woman asked him, you see, don't is there. What you will write? Not to, not to. Giving some advice, giving some command, giving some order, we can say to. Then restricting, saying no means we will write not to. The old woman, you see answer here, answer. The old woman said or asked not to take the porridge from the middle. Next, number 3. Old woman said, put the stone on the sides. Yes, similarly, we will put 2 here. It is very easy. The old woman said, we will write the answer. The old woman said, to put the, you see, we will put 2 here. To put the stones on the sides. Okay, next, number 4. Old woman said, do not throw the stones in the middle. Yes, how can do this? You see, do not means we will write not to. Okay, the old woman, we can write the answer. The old woman asked or said, asked not to throw the stones in the middle. Okay, by this way we finished all the 4 questions. Okay. So what we have learned today? Yes, today we have learned the story Tips from the Wise Old Woman and comprehended it. Okay. So this much is for today. Bye bye.